It starts with a notification, a simple question, maybe from your boss, maybe a date, maybe a friend. Why didn't you show up? And then, the sickness kicks in. You start typing. You don't just give an answer, you give a dissertation, you apologize. You offer context. You make excuses for things that haven't even happened yet. You think you are being polite. You think you are clearing the air. But let's look at the data. Let's look at what is really happening in the subcommunication. Every extra word you speak is a leak. You are bleeding value. You are negotiating your own status downwards. In the eyes of the person listening, you aren't building rapport. You are smelling like desperation. Stop. Today, we are going to perform a factory reset on your social programming. We are going to kill the nice guy reflex that forces you to justify your existence. Welcome to the dark art of saying less than necessary. Basic Economics 101. Scarcity creates value. Abundance creates inflation. When a government prints too much money, the currency collapses. Words work the exact same way. If you are constantly broadcasting, constantly explaining, constantly tweeting your every thought, your words suffer from hyperinflation. They become cheap. Think about the person in your office who talks the most. The one who sends the 5-paragraph Slack message to explain a minor error. Do you respect them, or do you see them as noise? Now, visualize the most powerful person you know. When they speak, the room temperature drops. They don't ramble. They don't justify. They deal in scarcity. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. He knew that familiarity breeds contempt, but mystery breeds fear and respect. When you explain yourself, you are making yourself familiar. You are making yourself predictable. You become a knowable quantity. And in the game of power, being fully knowable is fatal. When you withhold information, you force the other person to fill in the blanks. They have to guess your motives. They have to guess your intelligence. And human nature is designed to fear the unknown. By stripping away your explanations, you turn yourself into an enigma. You become the puzzle they can't solve. Stop flooding the market with your thoughts. Create a shortage. Make them bid for your attention. Why do you do it? Why do you feel that burning chest pain if you don't explain why you can't come to the party? It's not about clarity. It's about safety. It is a primal childhood reflex. You are seeking validation. You are asking, am I still a good person? Is it okay that I made this decision? This is a trap. When you explain your decisions to someone, whether it's a peer, a partner, or a stranger, you are subconsciously granting them the authority of a judge. You are entering their frame. You are submitting your life choices to their court for approval. And here is the brutal truth. The moment you ask for approval, you lose their respect. High-value individuals operate on an internal scorecard. They know their reasons. That is enough. A lion does not explain to the gazelle why it is hunting. It just acts. When you stop explaining, you are sending a subcommunicative signal that says, my judgment of myself is superior to your judgment of me. That is the definition of confidence. You must kill the part of you that needs to be understood by everyone. Being misunderstood by people of lower status is not a problem. It is a privilege. Now, let's talk tactics. How do you use silence offensively? Humans are social animals. We are terrified of the void. In sales, in dating, and in negotiation, there is a rule: he who speaks first loses. When a conversation hits a lull, the average person feels a spike of anxiety. Their spam filter breaks. They feel compelled to fill the silence. And what do they fill it with? Truth, nervousness, concessions. Use this. When someone gives you a half answer, or a lie, or a disrespectful comment, do not argue. Do not correct them immediately. Just look at them. Count to 3 in your head. Maintain eye contact. Keep your face neutral. Watch what happens. They will start to explain themselves. They will backpedal. They will reveal their hand. Silence is a mirror. By refusing to engage with their noise, you force them to reflect on their own words. You make them sound foolish to themselves. You win the argument without speaking a syllable. This is the essence of Wu Wei, or non-action. You let their own energy defeat them. You simply hold the space and let them crumble into it. If you take one thing from this video, memorize this acronym, JAD. Do not justify. Do not argue. Do not defend. Do not explain. The ultimate test is the word no. Most of you cannot say no without attaching a because. I can't because I'd love to, but when you give a reason, you are handing the other person a tool to dismantle your boundary. If you say, I can't, I have no money, they say, I'll pay. If you say, I can't, no time, they say, make time. You are inviting a negotiation, A sovereign individual does not negotiate their boundaries. Try this instead. Next time you refuse a request, simply say, "That doesn't work for me. I won't be able to make it." No, it will feel uncomfortable. It will feel rude. But notice the reaction. They won't push back because there is nothing to push back against. You are a wall. We live in a world of noise. Everyone is screaming for attention on TikTok. Everyone is trauma dumping on Instagram. Everyone is sharing. They are all fighting to be heard, and because they are so loud, they are invisible. Be the contrast. Be the glitch in the matrix. When you stop explaining, you retain your power. You keep your cards hidden. You become the author of your own reality rather than a character in someone else's. Your life is your own. It requires no footnotes. It requires no apology. Let your actions be the only explanation the world ever gets. If you're ready to reclaim your sovereignty, hit subscribe. We are building a new hierarchy here. Don't be left at the bottom.